Alright guys, hey guys, in this tutorial it's a Tommy Trash style bassline synth. I've had heaps of requests for this guy's style, and it's very popular. He's making big songs, and it is a cool sounding signature sound that he has. I'll show you what I have, and that will give you the option to continue watching or not watch. So this is what I've got. The notes are just rough, but you'll get the idea. Okay, if you're happy with that sound and you want to know how I made it, then continue watching. So here we go. First one is this sound right here. Okay, so this is sort of like the detune sound. So start on part A. Again, the easiest way to do this these days, I think, is this is all going to be in HD, is to just pause the screen and you can copy down exactly all the things, and then I'll show you part B and I'll show you these boxes here, but I will explain them very quickly right now to you. So part A, down 2 octaves, sine wave, volume up, voice is 8, and click the box. And then on this side here, again -2. This is a saw wave, volume up. Make sure you follow those boxes there. There's no filter action on this one here, and are those actually? No, those aren't doing anything. Okay, so these ones down here, they're all turned off. Okay, so this one is actually being used a little bit, but I'll show you that in a second. So that was all part A. This is part B. Again, best way, just pause the screen, copy all the settings. This is a saw wave, again, 1 octave down. You can see I've got the detune on this one way up. The phase has been moved, 4 voices. And on this one here, it's a saw wave, again, this time just at 0 octave. Yeah, follow that. And then on the filter, we have got the high pass, and there's a bit of drive, and this mod envelope here has been sent to filter B. So, and this one here isn't actually turned on. So again, those aren't turned on. That's the only one that's doing something. So don't forget to have this little part down here followed as well. And I'll show you the boxes here. So this is the EQ box. Again, follow those 4 knobs. This is the delay box. I think the only thing I've changed was just the dry wet. And this is the reverb box. Copy all of those, and I think that's that first synth all. That's that first synth there. Okay. Right. This is the main sound. This is why I've called it the meat. This is the sound. Okay, so for this synth, again in silent. Right. Part A, again, get the screen pause, copy that bad boy, but I'll quickly go through it. Down 2 octaves is a square wave, 4 voices, leave that box checked. And on this oscillator A2, it's this shape here, so make sure you go and find that oscillator waveform, down 2 octaves, and 4 voices. You can see here I've actually got a little bit of release and the attack up a tiny bit. Filter A, again, copy those settings there. That's the low pass filter. And yeah, and make sure you do this little box down here. Nothing in the envelope and LFO section has been touched on this one, so just for now get all those other sections copied. Part B, again, this is a saw wave down 1 octave, and the phase, you can see here I've changed the phase from the default position. 4 voices, and this one here, voices is nothing, so this one's not even being used, so it's just the 3 oscillators. You can see here that I have, again, a very similar envelope as part A, so copy that. Now, to get his, I always find that if I want that really crispy sort of sound on the top, I use this like notch filter. You can see here I've chosen that filter. I've given it some drive, cutoff is all the way up. And the filter control cutoff is, sort of 10 o'clock position. And that's it on this part B, just these around here. So copy that, get that screen pausing and copy that. Now then for the effects box, just the EQ and the reverb have been touched. So the EQ, don't forget to turn it on. The bass is not actually doing anything. I've pulled that all the way down. And I did find like a little sweet spot just to help get that sort of, crispy, acidy type sound in his synths. So here you go, the treble frequency is at 751. And that has been boosted by 4.29 dB. And for the reverb, turn the box on, copy those 5 knobs. The size I think has been slightly adjusted, same with the pre-delay, and the dry wet. So copy those, and that should give you that sound. And then the white noise is nothing amazing. As you can see, the white noise was just a massive white noise. Everything else is turned off, and I've used the bright noise color all the way up. Sent it to filter 1. Filter 1, I've used the double notch filter, and that's how I've got it there. There's some chorus on the white noise, which is that one there, if you want to copy it down, and some reverb, if you want to copy that down, and the EQ, just for a little bit of high shelf there. So that was the white noise, very simple. You can do that with any basic synth. This is the EQ, I've only got that top little bit there going on, everything else is rolled out. And so if you play those together, you get this. Okay, so I hope I think it's pretty close. I think it's pretty close to what he has, and it certainly reminds me of his sort of synth. And what I have done is I have gone along, and I will put this up on my Facebook band page. I've gone along and I've played every single note from A, and then obviously A sharp, right the way through the whole scale. So I will put that, and I've downloaded it. It's going to be a WAV file, and it's there's no side chaining, so this is it here. You get the idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that sample for download on my band page, and you can go in there and you can chop each sample up, and you can load it into your sampler. I think it's better if I do it this way than if I just give you, say, the C and then the sampler. I know the samplers, obviously, they give you the options to pitch up and down, but then the sample actually, well, in Logic anyway, the sample shortens as it makes the pitch higher and stuff like that. So I think it's just going to be higher quality if I give you the sample that has all 12 notes. I think that's the best way to do it. So, yeah. Hopefully that helps. And if I sound funny, like I say, if I sound funny, I have a bit of some man flu action. It's the end of the world, I know. But enjoy, and I hope this helps those people out who have been requesting this tutorial for a long time. So we'll see you for the next tutorial. Thanks, guys.